Okay.
Hi, Patricia. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Hi, Cindy.
And I just have a few questions to ask you about your interest in joining the board of directors with TCF. So the first one I'll ask you is, who will you be serving in honor of? And can you share a little about him or her?
I will be serving in honor of my son, my oldest child. His name was Donald Ray. He was 23, had just graduated from college. And about 6 weeks later, he was working as a youth minister in Corpus Christi, and we lived in the Houston area. He was on his way back to Corpus Christi and was hit head on by a drunk driver on the freeway, going the wrong way on the freeway. He was a wonderful young man. He was in seminary or attending some, taking some online classes for seminary. He wanted to be a minister and was just loved his job. Everything was going wonderful for him.
Good. Well, thank you so much. And his name again?
Donald Ray.
Donald Ray. Thank you for sharing Donald Ray with all of us. And what is your history with TCF?
I was invited to attend a meeting by a very good friend who was also a bereaved mother. So it was 2 or 3 months after Donald's accident. And maybe a couple of years after that, I became a member of the steering committee at our chapter and helped facilitate meetings, was in charge of refreshments, just generally helped out wherever I was needed. And in 2008, I became the chapter leader. My husband and I and another lady, we were all co-chapter leaders. And we still hold that position, at least I do, my husband and I. And I still hold that position today. I've worked on the previous 4 national conferences on the planning committee. I was in charge of I was the chairman of the candlelight ceremony in Dallas and the bag committee in Scottsdale. And in both St. Louis and Orlando, I was the chairman of the memento committee.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. And for all you do for TCF. And the next question is, why do you want to serve on the TCF board?
TCF is a very unique organization. It's geared towards a very specific group of people. But unfortunately, a lot of those people have never heard of TCF before. And I would love the opportunity to try to improve our name recognition across the country so that those families that need us can find us.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And what do you hope to bring with you, and how do you plan to contribute as a TCF board member?
Oh, I'll bring the enthusiasm and excitement of a new member. It would be really exciting, I think, to be a member of the board and to work with such wonderful people. I have some ideas that might improve the organization. I would love to work more have the board work more with the local chapters, be more visual to the local chapters to help them and strengthen them and make sure that they have everything that they need. A lot of times the question is asked, what do you need? And they really don't know. So maybe if we have ideas to give them, can we do this? Or can we do this? Can we provide, and just help them? Because it's really hard being a leader and I didn't feel like I got a lot of help from National as a leader.
Okay. And number 5, the last one would be, what is your hope for TCF now and in the future?
Well, I think probably repeating, my hope is that TCF will become a well-known name. Everybody knows what MAD is. You say MAD, everybody knows what it is. You say ARP. People, even if you're not a member, you still have an idea of what it is. If you say TCF, nobody knows unless you're a member.
Right.
And I would like for at least the Compassionate Friends to be known across the country, again, so that those families that need us can find us. And
Absolutely.
I think it remains an organization of hope and compassion for those families.
Absolutely. Well, Patricia, I thank you so much for taking time today to take this call. I'm going to hit the stop record button, and if you have any questions, we can stay on afterward.